All right, we're gonna try this with a YouTube live tonight. So let me get this all figured out. If you're popping in, hello. If you're watching this on the replay, feel free to fast forward a few minutes. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is ready. And I've never done a YouTube live from my phone, so we're gonna wing it, right? Of course, when I want to do this, my iPad is not going to open it up because it's going to want to reboot. Hang on. This is where I wish I had somebody helping me doing live videos. All right, come on. Of course, it wants to do this. It wants to update so that I can't see what's going on. Technology, right? Technology. So I'm just going to talk while it's doing its thing, whatever. So tonight we're going to do a card. Normally I do my videos on Facebook Lives, but I figured we're going to start trying to do some YouTube ones because that way it's already uploaded. I don't have to go back and try to download it and upload it. So we're going to use some stuff. I've got a little Blitzy haul I want to show you too, so we're going to do that as well. But I've got Simon Says Stamps, Christmas cats. I don't even know if this one's still available, but I really like these cute cats, and I haven't used them much, so we're going to use those. I've got this one, which is from Concord and 9th. It is not on the packaging. It's Happy Birthday balloons and the dies that go with it. I've got my Copic chart. I have my Paper Smooches mirror blocks in case I need it. I'm not sure. I don't plan these out. I just grab some stuff that I want to use. I've got a scoreboard. I've got my Copic chart. And then I also have this one, which is called Happiness by Honeybee. It's a really great set to have just on hand because it's got happy, happiest, happiness, happily, happier. And then you've got all these other sentiments that you can go with. I don't know if you can even see that because it's underneath the box. But I got my Copic chart. I think I've got a couple colors that I didn't add yet. So we're also going to try and do this as quick-ish as possible. Only because I don't know how long my battery is going to last on both of my devices. Really? Really? So I'm hoping that we're good because that thing is way up there and I can't tell. So let me get this shared now that the thing is done doing its updates. So I'm going to share this in a couple places and then we'll get started. Just a couple groups. And then we'll open it so that I can see what I've got as far as a screen. Although it's not wanting to load, so let's see. It says that I've got it going on here, but it's not wanting to load on my iPad. I don't know why. But so we're just gonna wing it. If there's comments, I'll have to go back and see them later because for whatever reason, it's not wanting to load on here. And I've got some water and I've got a cappuccino because I think I'm getting sick again, which does not make me happy. I don't know. It says live. It's doing weird stuff. So we're just going to roll with it. There it goes. There it goes. I don't know. It's being weird. Okay, so first thing I want to show you is I did some shopping on Blitzy. So Blitzy, if you don't know, has some good sales on stuff, and they also have free shipping if anything's over like 29 bucks. So I did get some stuff from Blitzy, and I had some points from ordering from there before, but I got some washi tape. I don't remember the prices. And I don't know, maybe. Is this my order sheet? It came in this little weird box, and I was kind of like, that's a little tiny box. Okay, let's see. I don't want to show this because my address is on here. So hang on. Maybe I should cross it out. Although if you want to stalk me, feel free, because I'm not that exciting in real life, I guess. So, trying to scribble it out with a paint pen. Y'all can know I live in Gresham. It's all good. So, I did some Blitzy shopping, and what did I get? I got some tapes. So, these two, these really skinny ones, which are great for like headers in your planner, they were only 90 cents a piece. And then this big wide one that's pretty with floral. Hi, Kiki. Is $1.20. These were kind of pricey. These, but look how pretty it is. I'm thinking this would look gorgeous on the cups that I've started doing. Look how pretty that is. These are the Nuvo, which if you don't know, I'm obsessed with Nuvo. I love Nuvo drops. I love Nuvo mousse. I have Nuvo, what else do I have? I have some Nuvo paste. Excuse me, but I really like the Nuvo products. So, I got some glitter. It's like, what does it sound? My hair is tall today because it's short and it sticks straight up. It's hitting one of my lamps that hangs down. So I got this one, which is in the color turquoise. So super pretty. And then I got this light blue one, which is in the color aqua. These guys were $5.35 a piece. Whoa, crazy. And then I got these little ones, which are called Sparkle Dust. I don't know what the difference is. So they kind of just look like glitter in smaller pots, and these were $5.94 a piece. But I got the color, what is this color? Cosmo Berry. I got 3 of them. I got this one, which is Paradise Blue. Can you tell I like blue apparently right now? And then I got this pink one, which is called Rose Quartz. I also got this stamp, which I thought was going to be a lot bigger than it is. It's cute though, but I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, and she was only $3.14. And then I got this paper, which is weird. It says it's a paper pad, but it's just loose. And this is, or was, $5.12. So I got this. It's got 6 different designs, and it's got 12 sheets. So it was kind of a lot of money. But these are really great quality paper. I mean, they're nice, thick pattern paper, and they're pretty. So got those. Why does it keep freaking out? My like display of what's filming is like freaking out. So my whole total was what? Like $39, and then I had some reward points, so I got money off and the free shipping. So can't beat that. I mean, washi tape for 90 cents, you really can't beat that anyway. And they're Little B, which are kind of pricier ones to begin with. I know locally they're like $5 sometimes, so I got those. And I don't know about the stamp though. She's really tiny. She's only what? She's 3 inches tall, so it's a tiny stamp. So I don't know about that one, but I'm really excited about these glitters. Really excited about these glitters. I must say that there is less of a lag with YouTube videos than there is on my Facebook Live, so I'm kind of jazzed about that. Okay, so what I've got here. I've got some Nina Solar White cardstock in 80 pound that we're going to cut a chunk off. I've got my stamps. Not 100% what I'm going to do, because like I said, I just kind of pull some stuff and we kind of wing it. if you're over on Facebook watching this, I'm not going to be able to see the comments until later. I'll have to go back and read the comments. But if you're on YouTube, I have the live chat up. So I've got my Copic chart. We're going to put it up there. This is my card base. This is some marshmallow cardstock. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. I don't know why it keeps doing this. My screen keeps like freezing and it keeps saying, oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. So maybe I'm not going to be able to do it as live YouTube videos. We'll find out. So, card base scored. Move this out of the way. By the way, I am trying out, I've got 3 different ones going that I'm using. I've got the Score Buddy, and then the EK Success one, which I got those 2. And then this is my original. So my original was the Martha Stewart one, but it's discontinued. But I like this size. So if you want one that's pretty much the same as this, the EK Success one, which is on Amazon, I'll put some links to that below when I'm done filming. Same thing. Exact same thing. Look, same marks, same everything. Same thing on the back. To do envelopes, same one. And then there's the Score Buddy, which is different. It's got different grooves in it. So, I don't know. I like that this one feels a little sturdier, but no matter what, I don't like the bone folders that come with them. All right. So then we're going to grab a paper trimmer. So I've got my Fisker paper trimmer, which is the aluminum rail one. And this is my favorite trimmer. We're going to cut down some cardstock. I'm just going to cut down a full sheet. I'm just going to start with a new sheet of paper. And I'm going to start by cutting this down to 4 1/4 because I think I'm going to do my own background. I'm not 100%. I did grab some pattern papers over here, so we'll see. I don't know why I just cut it that way. I totally cut it the wrong way. Excuse me. There we go. And then because I'm going to use the dies, I want to cut this in half as well, so that it will fit through the machine. So here's our panel. Hang on to that because I'll do something. I don't know what. We're going to do our stamping. And we're going to use balloons, I think. I think we'll start with our balloons. So we're going to stamp some balloons. We're going to stamp some of the cats. If you have the packaging that comes apart all the way, I lose it, so I end up taping mine with some washi tape or some like packaging tape at the top so that it stays stuck and I don't lose it on my desk. So I think I'm going to start with the solid balloons. It's like there's a hair on here. I think we'll just use blocks today. I'm not going to use my Misty. So, and I want to use some colored inks. So I'm going to grab my little mini cubes and grab some of these Lawn Fawn guys. I like having the mini ones because I can have like tons of colors and just put them in these little tins and then throw them in a basket. You could just throw them in a basket like this, but the lids might pop off. These little tins are great. So let's see what colors we got. Maybe I will pick a pattern paper to start with. Let's go with this pad. because that can give me some like color inspiration, I guess. I really like these like rainbow patterns, so maybe we'll do something with rainbow. We'll do something with that. Oh, that's pretty. So there's kind of our color inspiration, I guess. We'll do this one. So let's start with Plastic Flamingo. And this is a solid stamp, so if you want to, you can probably just use a Misty. I'm just going to wing it and pray for the best. Sometimes with solid stamps and dye inks, you do need to stamp it twice, but we're going to wing it. We're going to wing it. Gonna live life dangerously. Okay. So here's my first balloon. You want to leave enough space between your stamps so that you can cut them out with the dies. Look at that whole middle missed. So I'm gonna ring ink. Might see the top of my head. But I'm going to try and get this in the exact same spot and stamp down again. It doesn't like that middle. Do just the middle this time. I'm going to move to a different spot on my mat too, because it could just be that my mat's got a weird spot. Nope. All right. Fail. We're gonna get a Misty. Maybe. If it's in the drawer, like right here somewhere, we're gonna grab it. I thought it was right here. Aha. Aha. This is the bigger one. This isn't the mini one. I like the mini one because it just fits better on my desk because I'm kind of tight on workspace. But we're going to go with this. We're going to go with this. All right. This is why I like live videos, because you get to see all my errors. Oh, this one doesn't have the foam pad in it. Ah, ha ha, ha ha. Found it. Can you tell I'm like horrible about putting things away? Okay, so this one's got the foam pad and it's got the magnets. I'm just going to slide this in here like that. Put some magnets on here. Get some baby wipes, which I thought were up here. So, different ways to clean your stamps. Baby wipes or a chamois. They work really well. I like, if you go to the auto section, you can get a chamois for your car, basically. And it is huge, and you can cut it down into chunks. And it's the same price as some of the other ones. Okay, so, and you know what? Now we could actually just put them all on here if I wanted to. Just move our stamps over a little bit. Okay. Plastic Flamingo. So what I did was I just put my stamps down where I wanted them and then close the door and it picks them up. And then I think we'll do, excuse me. What's this one? This one's called Merman. We'll We'll do merman for the other one. This is the only part that kind of sucks about the little mini ones, is you kind of have to go around some of the bigger stamps. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Much, much better. Okay, so we'll do another ink. So these will smooth out. They're going to be a little bit splotchy, and they're going to smooth out as they dry. But that one's a little too splotchy for my liking. Just want to give some nice even pressure. Okay. So there's those two. And I think I want another one of the little balloons. So I like this stamp set because you can make them into like birthday balloons, or you can make them into little hot air balloons. It's super cute. I'm gonna do another balloon. Let's put this there. And then I think we're gonna do purple. So I'm gonna grab this purple. So this is called Sugar Plum. It's a nice darker purple. Now these stamps come, or these cubes come in sets of 4. I don't know which ones go together. You'd have to look that up. But I think I bought like all of them that they have out so far. Or at least I did the last time I looked. Because I'm weird. Because I'm weird. Okay. Balloon. Balloon. Snap together. All right. So the other thing that this set has is it has like different textures you can do on your stamps. So you could do some of these like little confetti on the bottom. Here's your hot air balloon designs. There's some X's and O's, so you can use it for like Valentine's Day. It's also got little banner streamer things, and then the little balloon strings. I don't know if I'm going to use those though. So there's my balloons. Excuse me. Now I'm gonna do my cats. I think I want him because he's super cute. He's like a little squinty cat. Or do I want the wide awake cat? We'll stamp them both out. Because they're cute. You should leave enough space. I think we'll do the little heart as well. And the little yarn ball. Okay, so for these ones, because we're going to color them, you need to stamp them in a Copic Safe ink. So I am going to stamp them in, where is it? I was like, it's somewhere in here. Somewhere. My Intense Black ink from Hero Arts. So Since these are like really fine line drawings, you might have to double stamp them. And to make that easier, you'd use the MISTI or like a stamp positioning tool. Do one more. I'm trying not to make this last too long tonight because I think I'm going to work at like 5 tomorrow morning. I have to be there at 5. Oh, rough mornings. Mornings. I am not a morning person. All right, so there we go. I'm not sure if I want to add any of those designs to my balloons. I like the idea of using the one on the one with the confetti on the bottom and then doing like gold on it, but I don't know where my powder magic tool is. I don't know what I did with it. I still haven't looked, so I haven't looked for it, but I don't know where it is. Okay, so then we'll pull these off, put them back so that we don't forget, right? Now, because these cats are so simple, it gives you a lot of room to kind of play with them and color them however you want. And I also have the dies. Anytime you can get the matching dies, I definitely recommend doing that. Pop some of these back in here. Excuse me. Dumb thing. Okay. So like I said, here's kind of like our inspiration colors. And I've got my Copic chart, so I'm actually going to put that there. I think we'll do one with warm grays. I'm just going to pull my other chair over here so I've got my Copics. So I don't have all of the warm grays yet. I've got the odd numbers. So we're gonna do 1, 3, and 5. For my grays. And then I'm gonna bring in I think we'll try like a pink belly, maybe like a pinkish belly. Not like real pink, but just a pink tint. So I'm going to grab an R11. And I'm going to just kind of scribble up here and just kind of test out some colors and see what happens. Yeah, I think I like that. Stupid iPad. So I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is going to be my W1. Let me see if I can figure out how to zoom this in with YouTube. Try to figure out exactly where I am because my iPad will not connect, so I need to go a little bit this way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this thing. So I've got my W1. I'm hoping that I'm in screen. I hope. Yep, I am. Okay, so I've got my W1, which is my lightest color. So I'm gonna start where I want some shadows to be. So kind of under his feet, maybe up under his ears. A out on the butt. Okay. So then I'm going to go to my darkest color, which is my W5, and just kind of go in those areas and kind of define where I want the dark. Ears. And I am not the best at copic coloring, and I admit that, but I like to color. So then I've got my W3, which is my mid-tone, and I'm just going to kind of work this color out. And as long as your paper is still wet, your colors are going to blend. So I'm going to go in with my dark again, my W5, and just do right here under the feet. And then again go back to my mid-tone to blend that out. Dark. Mid. And light. So, and then in here, we're going to go to the light color. You can kind of see how it's already dried in some spots, so it's not wanting to blend as well. So I'm going to take my W3, now that my paper is all wet, kind of bring that in a little bit. Excuse me. If I want to add texture, I could do some dots and some stripes and stuff with my darker marker. Not going to be super noticeable because it's going to blend because the paper is wet, but it's going to give me some stripes when it dries. You'll see some texture in there. Okay. So then I need to do her, him, whatever, its feet. So light color, darker color, mid-tone, and the lightest one. And then I can close up my W5 because I'm done with that one. And I am going to take the R11 as my lightest color. So it's going to be R11, well, I guess we'll go R11 as the mid-tone. But we're going to give some color to its belly, but I want to give it a little bit of pink shading in there. Also need to do the same thing for the inners of its ears. Water. So now we'll go in with the pink. We'll go in with the W3. I'm just going to kind of add some color so that it gives it kind of like a gray pink look. And always go back in and put more pink if we need to. Do some pink in the ears. A little pink on her nose. You can do pink on the cheeks if you want to. Now it's a her. This cat's confused. This cat is very confused. So I did some pink on the cheeks, and now I'm going back in with my W1 and just kind of blending it out. Okay, so there's one kitty. And then I think for the other one, we'll do kind of like an orangey color. So I'm going to do an E23. Which is called Hazelnut. And we'll do a YR12. So these colors don't really go together, but we're going to make them. Excuse me. So we'll probably do a little bit of tip to tip. So I've got R12 and E23. And we're going to do this little squinty-eyed kitty. And I do need a lighter color to kind of get my paper wet. So I'm going to use an E00, which is a sketch. Or not a sketch, it's a chow. So some of my markers I have in chows and some of them I have in sketches. Because chows are cheaper, but they don't have the color name on the top. So this is there you go. There's our order. So our E00 is our lightest color. And I'm actually going to turn it all the way around. And just get some color laid down. Okay, so I've just gone around the outside and then up kind of in the M shape on its face. And then we're going to use our YR12. Now I am just doing this one a little bit different because I'm going right over top of that E00. And then I'm going to bring in my darkest, which is my brown. And figure out where I want the darkest parts to be. So probably right around the arms. And turn it around again, go sideways maybe. Right down the middle. And very little up under the ears. I think I'm done with that one. I might, no, maybe not. Go back in with my YR12. And try to work that out. It's going to take a little bit more work because it's not a color that wants to blend. So you can take your dark marker and your light marker. You can take the lightest, take it to the darkest, and pick it up. Now your tips are going to get slightly discolored for a moment, but they will go back. Same thing down by the legs. I don't know if you can tell on camera right now, but there is a difference between the darker orange when I've done the tip to tip versus just orange by itself. This cough is back. So right now it just looks like he has a kind of a brown bottom. So I am going to come in and do some very light flicking with my E23 to give him some stripes. And turn your paper if it makes it easier to do this. This is going to help your colors kind of blend a little bit too, because it's not going to be as harsh of a line between your colors. There we go. Color his tail in. I don't know why I closed that. Do some little lines on his tail. I did it again. I closed it again. It's a habit. I try to close my markers. I'm going to just come in with some YR12 and color the feet in. And then do just a little tiny bit of the brown at the bottom. And bring it up. Okay, and then I'm going to do the ears. Because these spots are so itty bitty, I'm not worrying about putting in that first base layer. But there's my cute little cat. He's adorable. He's got kind of a brown bottom. Take my E00 And we'll just do the belly. Insides of the ears. Little dot on the nose. And I'm going to grab an E11 and just kind of shade this belly part a little bit. No, wrong side. All right. So then we'll do the little heart. For the heart, we'll just do an art RV25. So nothing fancy on this little heart. Just color it in. And then for the balloon, or not for the balloon, sorry, for the yarn, I think what I want to try is have it be kind of like the balloon string is the yarn. Excuse me. So I'm going to do some, what did I grab? I grabbed a light pink. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I grabbed some twine because I might want to do that. I'll do Rose Mist, R83. Because that kind of goes with this. So I grabbed this pink, I think it's called Pink Shimmer. I like the things that pop up on the sidebar of my YouTube stuff because of all the stuff I've watched. So I get some really weird requests. Like what's on the side right now? All the Kardashians' reactions to Kylie Jenner's pregnancy because I care about that. Thanks, YouTube. Put these away. Okay, so there's my cats, all colored. We've got the balloons. Now we can do some die cutting. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot. Plunk this up here. Let me zoom you out again. Hang on, get a good close. And then zoom out. Maybe. Okay, zoom out. Sorry, a little shaky for a moment. Sorry. Okay, so I've got my cutting pads. I'm going to put this one on the bottom. Okay, so that one's on the bottom. I'll do these guys first. So here's our taller cat. Now, if you don't have washi tape is like the best thing ever for sticking stuff down, like holding your die cuts down. Even if you have like the magnetic bases, this is just so much better. So, washi tape. Get it while it's 90 cents. Or $1 something, depending. Although I really like the pattern, it's pretty. So I'm just going to tape that guy down. Oops. Kind of a little bit over this other guy. I'm just going to tape these down. Let's grab a chunk. plunk this one down. I don't remember if this one cuts up like right up against or if it leaves a white border. I want to say most of them leave white borders, but I don't remember. A little yarn and a little heart. Now, if you don't have the dies to a set, by all means, go for it and fussy cut them. And especially some of these that are kind of easier, you could just fussy cut some of this. It'd be super easy. All right. So we're just gonna line up this guy. Okay. And then send it through, and then we'll do our balloons. Cracking is totally normal. It's supposed to do that. Especially if you have, oop, whoop, whoop, newer cutting pads. It just means that your die is actually coming in contact with the cutting pad. I'm gonna have no voice again. Gonna lose my voice again. Okay, so then we just pop these guys out. Peel your tape. Can reuse the tape again. So we'll use that on the balloons. There's a little heart. Put this back on the magnet sheet. I also don't remember if this, I don't think this set came with a magnet sheet. The magnet sheets you can get at like hardware stores for like super cheap also. I just cut them down. They're like for covering up dryer vents. And I forgot to mention that when you're doing copic coloring, you do want to use a good paper. Either like copic paper or Nina Solar White is a good one. I did get some generic like marker paper, which is good too. And I like that one because I can use it to print and then cut, and then yeah, and then cut, print, and then color, like digital stamps. Here's one of my balloons. There's another balloon. And then our dies. And these ones I haven't even cut apart yet because I got them like right around Christmas time. So when you get new dies, you need to cut them apart. I've got my little snips. So the balloons again are from Kurt and Ninth. And they come all as like one big piece and you have to snip them apart. So you just take your little snips and get it in there and snip them. And you just kind of move your snips around until it... You can also just bend some of them and snip and they'll break, but cutting them is definitely a little bit better. And then you'll have these little stick out pieces that you have to cut off. Make sure you either cut them into a towel or wear safety goggles, because they can shoot. You also want to be careful if you are barefoot, because these things don't feel good if you have them stuck in your foot. I've done that because I have carpet. So snip these apart. Some of the ones that have stuff inside are a little bit harder to just bend and break. You do actually have to cut them. This one has a glue boogie on it to hold it in the packaging. Where did that one go? All right, so these ones can go over here. I'll just put them there so we don't lose them, hopefully. All right, so for this, I've got to cut out 2 of the smaller balloons, one in the pink and one in the purple, and I have to cut out the teal balloon. So just line it up, put your tape on, okay. House phone's ringing. House phone never rings. I'm that horrible person that I just pick it up and hang it up because nobody has the number. All right, so teal one. The teal one didn't smooth out 100%, but that's okay because I kind of like the texture. Just gonna center this. And then we'll put the other cutting pad on top. And run it through. Okay. Oh yeah, this one does the little ring too. So it cuts it out, but it also cuts out a little ring too. Or does that one just do a ring? I don't know, but I like the way it looks. And it cut it out, so we're good. So you can have just a frame if you wanted. Look at that cute frame. All right, so we're gonna do another one of the little ones. So center it, put your tape down, put your cutting pad down. I did a no-no. I totally put my cutting pad, like the wrong one down first. You want to try and cut on the same one as much as possible until it's dull. And that way you don't have to replace them as fast. All right. Got our little purple one. Super cute. So we got 3 balloons. Look at my mess I've made. 3 balloons, 3 cats, or 2 cats. And a partridge in a pear tree, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a little piece of this. Probably about 2 inches. No, maybe like 1.5 inches. And we'll use that kind of as the floor for them to stand on. We've got our card. And we've got this. So they're going to basically be sitting on a rainbow floor. So do I want to color this into a color? No, we'll just leave it white. We'll leave it white. But I am going to trim it down a little bit. So I'm going to trim 1/4 inch off both sides, so that it will fit into a layer on my card. Because I ended up cutting it just the same size as the card front. And I'm going to use some of this tape runner. Sometimes I miss doing edited videos because then you don't have to see all the kind of like boring bits. But at the same time, I'm lazy. I've said that numerous times. I don't want to edit. I should really start doing them again. Okay, so there's our little ground. There's our cats and our stuff. You do like balloons. We'll do like balloons with string. I had like some gold thread. But again, like normal, I'm not sure where it went. I thought it was up here, but I don't see it. Nope, don't see it. Don't know. Things disappear off my desk. So we could use some twine. So just cut off a little bit. I'm going to tie it around the little balloon string. It's not going to be the easiest thing to tie because these balloon bottoms are super tight or little tiny. Tie a little knot first. Okay. And we'll put a little bit of glue, little glue on there so to hold it. I'll put on a little bit of art glitter glue because this one's handy. Let's put this on the back. I'm just using the tip to kind of spread that on the back a little bit, and then we'll put a little bit inside the knot. I'll just hang that off the edge there. Do the same thing. We'll cut another little chunk of string. Tie another little loop. Slip the balloon into it and tie it on there. Put a little bit of glue on there. Yep. Okay. One more. And I have all these twines available in smaller increments over on my Etsy shop. So you don't have to buy the whole roll. Because it'll last you forever. But if you don't want to store it and want to have all the colors. Okay, so there's the big balloon. And I'm just setting them on my block up here so that the little balloon knot part can hang off the edge. And not get glue on my surface. Not that this is the cleanest surface, but so that it doesn't get glue everywhere. I'm gonna grab some foam tape from over here. My big roll of foam tape that you get on Amazon. The big Mama Jabba. I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of my cats. I think I'm going to use both because they're super cute. I'm going to cut an itty bitty piece for the tail. Like, where's my tweezers? Itty piece for the tail. Kind of push it so that it curves a little bit. Put this guy back in the glue. Get another little piece of foam tape. Another skinny mini one. Skinny mini one for the tail. Okay. And then I can attach this. Because I'm doing white on white, I think I'm going to pop it up. So I can use foam tape, or I could use fun foam if I didn't want to use foam tape all over the whole thing. But I think I'm just going to do that because it's handy. You want to make sure that if you're using foam tape over the whole thing, that you get enough that it's not going to sink in some spots. Which is why just using a sheet of like fun foam with some glue on it is kind of nice too sometimes. But it's under my table and I don't want to get it. Okay. Good enough. All right. So now just center it. Okay. And I'm going to basically have it so like this cat is giving this cat a present. And they're going to sit in here. And they're going to have their little balloons. I'll probably have them hang off the edge a little bit, some of them. Like this big one. Put that one in the center. We're going to do some more foam tape just because it's got that little tie on the bottom. So because it's going to hang off, I want to make sure that I don't put my foam tape too high. So I've got it about yay. Okay. And then I'm going to have foam tape on the bottom, but not on the top, because it's just going to sit on top of the other balloon. For both of those ones. So that it sits kind of like that. And then maybe we'll do it up here. No, we'll do it down here. Trim this tail off a little bit so it's not so long. So for this one, we can put the tape on the side. Kind of push it up against. And then this one, I'm going to do like that. So it's going to have just a little bit of foam tape on the side. So I'm actually going to take my foam tape and cut it down the middle. And it's this side. And same thing, I want to make sure that I don't put it too far up that the foam tape's off the edge. And then my little cats can sit here. This little cat's going to hold the heart. And then this little cat is going to hold the twine. Or not the twine, the ribbon, or the yarn, whatever this is, the stuff. Trim these off. My scissors are not very sharp anymore. I don't know what I cut with them. So a little piece of foam tape. The back of this little heart. Just gonna trim it so that it doesn't stick out. Put this like that on him. And then for these guys, I want it to kind of curl up into like underneath this yarn. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of glue and put it right there in the center, a little liquid glue. And I'm just gonna kind of try and finagle this to there. Excuse me. And just kind of push it in with my tweezers. And then take this yarn like that. Just use a little liquid glue and put it on there, press it down, hold it real well, and I can trim this guy off. It's sticking out. Okay. You can always take your tweezers and just hold it on your card like that so that it stays. I don't remember if I took the tape back off its tail. Okay. I don't think I did. I didn't. Yay for tweezers. There we go. And any of your little spots that you might have drifted outside your lines with your marker, you can just use a little white gel pen and clean it up. I also like to do kind of a little bit of dotting on their cheeks. And maybe a little white dot in their eyes. Let's throw on some sequins. Not throw sequins on me. I want to use these ones, or do I want to use one out of the pack? Use yellow. We'll use the Sunspot mix. Give a little bit of yellow in here. So for my sequins, I'm going to use not art glitter glue. I don't like art glitter glue for sequins. I like either multi-medium or collage glue. What is this one? This one's multi-medium too. I have a ton of these little tiny bottles. So I'm just put on some glue drops. Maybe. Maybe. Why doesn't it want to come out? Don't know. All right, so I don't know what's going on with this bottle, but it's not wanting to work. Excuse me. I don't know what this one is. We'll use this one. Maybe. Maybe. One up here. Okay, so just put some blobs of glue, right? And I had a really cool tool. I got one of those like sticky pickup tools. Oh, there it is. Sticky pickup tool. So this is a jewel picker from Marvy. So it's got like a gummy end on one side and a smaller gummy side. You can't put the cap on the back, so you want to make sure you don't lose the cap. But you just pick it up and put it in the glue. I just stuck my finger in glue. And then if the other side has the cap on it, just use it to press it down a little bit. This one's a little dot. But it just picks them up. It's really nice. I like this tool. I think you can get them on most places now. I think Simon Says Stamp has it, and Ellen Hudson has it, I think. But I got mine on Amazon. I'm gonna grab a little bit of blue. So this one is Narwhal. This one's got cute little flowers in it too. Oops. I'm not gonna use little flowers, but they're great for shaker cards. Oh, iPad's dying. Gotta hurry up. Gotta get done. And there we go. There's our cute little card. Oh, I forgot one. Forgot one. We'll do it. We got a dark blue one. We'll do this blue. Didn't forget any, did I? Nope. Okay. So there is our sequins on there. And put these back into my little baggie. I leave them in my baggies so that I can keep track of each one. You can also put them in those little lockable doodads. I have those ones for most of my sequins. I actually have a couple that I got that I can put these into. I just need to make labels. But it's about 8 o'clock. I'm going to work super early tomorrow, so I'm just going to probably go. It's Friday tomorrow. Friday. I'm going in early, which means I get to go home early and start my weekend early. And I have a 3-day weekend. What? Fun times, right? Okay, so there's my card for tonight. I'll probably stamp something in the middle when I figure out who I'm sending this to or who I'm giving this to, so that the message can be more customized to them. But I hope you liked it. It was kind of fun to do. And thanks for watching. And let me know what you think, if you like this better over on YouTube or if you like it better on Facebook. I feel like on Facebook I get a little bit more interaction with it, so that's just me. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys probably again tomorrow. Bye!